Yo, guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I guess it's going to be a little bit more serious, just if you need someone to talk to, chat about. It's going to be very similar to, I don't know if you guys know, the Weekly Slap by Jay Schlatt. He just talks about questions, anything serious, like very serious, but just relatable stuff. You can just listen, eat your food, just have in the background, just to, and then maybe if you're having any problem with this similarly, you can just have some advice. Yeah. So today, a question that I could talk about is why should I stay alive even if everything else is going wrong? That question, though it's simple, it's very deep. This question, I found very common theme on the r slash mental health subreddit where a lot of people are like in very like unstable states and they don't know what to do. Like they feel like everything else is going wrong and it's to the point where should they even stay alive, right? Like it's so sad that there's people like this in the world. We're going through these very hard and challenging environments or just mental health issues. And I feel like everyone has gone through some sort of challenging aspect in their life and they've overcome it. And when you see such a big obstacle and your environment just controls you to the point where you don't know what to do but just give up entirely, that shouldn't be the case, right? Like there are multiple anecdotes of people like my environment is horrible, such as like abusive parents, maybe their spouses are going haywire and they have no way to financially support themselves if they don't leave the relationship. What I want to just say about these specific ones is you'll be able to overcome it with the actions you take because giving up permanently will never allow someone or allow yourself to to redeem yourself. I know I'm taking a lot of pauses, but I'm trying to gather my thoughts in a way that it's easier to understand and relate to. I mean, I have multiple times in my life where maybe my parents or the people around me or the environment I'm in isn't going my way, or I feel very controlled. And I hate being controlled. It's a thing that I hate. Like I want to be in control. I want my actions determine my life, right? I don't want anybody else's actions to determine what I do and what I believe in and how I go on about life. But let's say you're in one of these drastic, crazy situations. I think giving up permanently will not end anything. It's to a point where you should take action that you believe in, even if it has some consequences, like maybe they fire back or like something goes and doesn't go your way. You shouldn't ever give up. And that applies to everything. Like giving up isn't the way to go. The only time you should really give up on something is it when it negatively impacts your life. And I believe stuff like maybe addiction or the environment that you're in, it's negatively impacting your life. There's always ways to combat it, at least nowadays. Um, you should really find what you believe in and what actions you believe in. But you should never give up towards a goal, towards a place you want to be. Because if you give up, you really lost to yourself. And I don't think you should lose to yourself. Because when you lose to yourself, it doesn't really do much, right? Like, there's two options. You can either give up or not give up, right? But if you give up, there's no good coming after that. But if you don't give up, there is the mystery, the unexpected that could happen that could totally flip your life and make it for the better, right? Because if it goes for worse, you always know that it's only up from there. And I really believe that if you're in one of these positions, you shouldn't give up permanently. You should stay alive. You should look at the small things of life, right? Because it really will affect your mental health. But then there will be people who say, "Oh, there's people who are in worse situations than you." No, that can happen temporarily. Don't think that way, because I really do believe in that comparison is the thief of joy, in both ways. Someone who's worse than you and someone who's better than you, right? So don't think it that way. Think of how when you see yourself 10 years ago, you might be in a better or worse situation. But what about 10 years in the future, right? You could see that maybe that man is or woman is happier, that person's happier. But you should be optimistic so you know that something could be better, right? I feel like if you stay alive, you'll always have that maybe I can get out of this. Maybe I can live the way I want to live. Maybe I'll be happy, right? There'll be that maybe. But never think of, oh, maybe I'll be sadder. Maybe I'll be this, that. Don't think of that way. Think of how being optimistic, being nice to the people around you, and taking out those negative impact sources from your life. Like, um, try to fight back, try to seek out for help, right? There's always, if it's very serious, the suicide hotline is 988. Truly call them. Like, they'll be there to help you. I'm telling you. And when you find that help and those actions that you want to take, knowing that there's that small sliver of chance where you'll make it out, why don't you take it? Why give up before you even take it, right? Like, be there. Really be there for yourself. Because I feel like if you're there for yourself and then you see that sliver of opportunity, maybe I'll be better in the future. Maybe I'll be better by literally tomorrow. Take it one step at a time. Really take it one step at a time. Because maybe the step before you were a bit sadder, but now you're a bit happier. How much can that go, right? That day yesterday, you were sadder. Today, you're a little bit happier. You're doing a little bit better. What about in months? What about in a week, a month, 2 months, a year? You'll see yourself back and you'll be like, I took those actions for a reason. I've overcame those obstacles for a reason. And look at me now. Because it really does help. So if you're going through it, call 988. And I really hope this video or this voice recording helped you and just watching some Clash Royale playing in the background to let you soothe out, right? If you guys want to see these videos again, I like making them. I like talking about real serious stuff. Give me some ideas. There's a voice message in the description. Just look through that. Send me something. I'll look through it. Talk about it in the next episode. And yeah, hope this helped. Subscribe, like, and yeah, see you guys.